Some do and some don't. Some will and some won't. Good morning. I imagine that this week a few folks have been thinking about their resolutions and their goals for 2025, thinking about what are those things that I need to accomplish this year that will get me closer to living my dream? What are those things that are going to make all the difference for me, for my life and my future, and for the people that I care about? And I believe that anybody who takes the time to resolve to improve their life is well-intentioned. But the fact of the matter is that some will do what's necessary to achieve their goals, and some won't. Why is that? Who knows? Maybe it's because we think it's harder than it actually is. Maybe we think that the secret hasn't been revealed to us. Maybe we're waiting for lightning to strike. I don't know. The truth is, though, we all know how to reach our goals and how to make our own dreams come true. We've been telling one another for generations. We've been revealing the secret over and over and over again, but for one reason or another, some listen and some don't. I jumped on the scale the other day, and the number scared me a little bit, and I think to myself, I've got to get this number down. If I only knew how. What a silly thought. I know how. Maybe I should skip on that slice of sourdough bread slathered in butter and jam every day. Maybe swap out the sugar-filled yogurt for chia pudding. Maybe not eat peanut butter pretzels for dinner. I know how. Who am I kidding? I don't need to go hire a personal trainer or subscribe to some new diet or the latest app for tracking my gym sessions. It's not that complicated. We've been telling one another for generations, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. I got confused. It's not a slice of sourdough a day. It's not a beer a day or a Big Mac a day. It's an apple a day. And yet some will hear that and some won't. Some will do what is necessary and some won't. How many times have you heard, the early bird catches the worm? It's free advice. We've heard it most of our lives. And yet some will and some won't hear it. Some will get up and get their day started. Some will have morning routines that set them up for success. Some will do the hard things first, get them done and over with so they don't spend all day thinking about it or dreading it and ultimately not doing it. Some will and some won't. Not only is the bird up early, he's busy catching things. He's in action. He's doing something. Get up and do something. We all know this. It's not hard. And yet, some of us will and some of us won't. Some of us want to live a life of leisure all day, every day. Sleep in every day, party into the night, nap in the afternoons. And we want to have a thriving, successful business. We want to do as little as possible at our jobs. We don't want to take that extra training class or get that extra certification or do anything that we're not being paid to do. And we want a promotion with a raise. We want to be in a happy, loving marriage. And we want things our way. We want to win every fight and always be right. We forget you can't have your cake and eat it too. Simple wisdom. You have to exercise discipline. You have to compromise. You have to understand the cause and effect of your actions. Some people are going to hear that, and some people won't. Some people will take this time of year to put new disciplines into practice. Some would rather resign to the lie that they're too old to do anything about it. Some will take this opportunity at this time of year to renew their relationship, to find new ways to rekindle that spark. And some are going to forfeit that loving feeling because this is just what happens in long-term relationships. Some people will make the leap to finally start that business or make that career change. Some will sacrifice their happiness and just ride it out to the end. They forgot that it's better late than never. Simple wisdom. Some will take the first step and maybe the second, but then they're going to give up because they're not yet getting the results they expected or anticipated. They'll get impatient and frustrated with the rate of their own progress. They weren't listening when it was said, Rome wasn't built in a day. Simple wisdom. It's been there all along. There's no reason to make this any harder than it is. Life is hard enough. Try the simple stuff first before making it more difficult than it needs to be. I was watching Texas football yesterday. I love watching Texas football. I love watching Arkansas when they're better. But I was watching Texas yesterday play against Arizona State, and while I love that Texas won, did they have to do it the hard way? They totally dominated the game and then allowed it to go into 2 overtimes before finally winning. Come on, guys. Why do it the hard way? Maybe they forgot. Slow and steady wins the race. Simple wisdom. Slow and steady wins the race. It's not fast and then cruise to the finish line. That's not the way it goes. It's slow and steady. Don't let off the gas. Keep going. It's simple, simple stuff. But some people, some teams will, some won't. I truly believe that success is the simplest path. I know that sounds wild and counterintuitive, but I mean it. Success is the simplest path. It's not the easiest, but it is the simplest. Success is the path of least resistance. It's our own complexities and resistance and doubt and all the ways that we self-sabotage that is what holds us back. Good health, good relationships, meaningful careers and businesses, these are not the mysteries of the universe. We, you and I, we might be a mystery of the universe, no doubt about it, but not success. Success is simple. So as you go about your goals and your resolutions and creating a plan to achieve them, first of all, I want to honor you for doing it. I'm cheering you on. And I also want to remind you that the simplest lessons are already available to you. Get out of your own way. That's another good little bit of wisdom. Get out of your own way. Try simple first. Try to see the simplicity first. And yet some will and some won't. Until next time, may you have joy, peace, and happiness, good health and well-being, a life of ease and prosperity, the courage to get what you want from this life, the clarity to know what that is, the imagination to not sell yourself short, and the discipline to see it through.